What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Travis back with another video today. And as you can see on the screen, we are back on the Hogwarts Legacy, back in the room of requirement where we left off. And we have to continue up here trying to find this elf and whatnot. So, obviously, we just learned this new spell at the end of the last episode with the Evanesco.
Was that a golden stitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Huh.
Accio.
Can I go in there? I can. Interesting. The trophies and stuff here. But yeah, so we're continuing in the room of requirement, and we have to find the elf. He's supposed to kind of give us a tour, if you will. But hopefully you are still enjoying the series. If you're still enjoying the series, please make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification. All that good stuff, and we'll continue on with the Hogwarts Legacy. And there he is.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deek will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deek, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deek was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deek was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deek is honored to meet you.
Deek has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deek. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deek, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deek's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
You've unlocked the desk of description. Use it to reveal the magical properties of any unidentified gear that you've collected.
Nothing to identify, for now at least.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
Okay.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
Alright. Another spell
Very
unlocked.
good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Okay. So it's the same thing, it's just different colors. Hufflepuff is yellow, is it not? I think it is. Go ahead and plant that. Let's do it again. I'm gonna put it over a little bit because I might be able to put something else there, so.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Okay, cool. Alright, so the Wiggenwell potion is Hornclump juice, which I have a lot of, and then Dittany leaves. So
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
alright, so it's just this room we can conjure and
a bit longer
vanish,
in case
so
you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
alright, so we already got that. Wall hangings. I'm not too worried about that. Rugs, not too worried about that. I'm all use, baby. If it ain't use, I ain't putting it in here. I don't care about no decorations. See if there's anything else here. Just some tables and stuff. Ah. Okay, so yeah, we got some more stuff in the future we'll be able to get. Okay, so obviously in the future we need to look into bigger growing tables, bigger plant tables, as well as bigger potion tables. So okay, looks like that. So that's where we come, and we can kind of set up whatever we kind of need there as well. Let's see. That's your decorating. I'm not too crazy. I'm not too worried about that for right now. We'll go ahead and talk to Sebastian real quick, see what he wants, and then figure out where we go from there. So let's do it. Over where?
If only a new
Oh.
student would help.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way.
Alright.
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize it.
Alright, so we had to clear out a little bit of our inventory here. We do need to try and go sell some of this stuff. But as you can see, I have a little bit newer look here. I mean, it doesn't match, it doesn't go together. It's just all of my best gear that gives me the best attribute boosts, so it is what it is. So obviously we're in here for a reason. He's not saying anything. Alright, so we're back. We had to kind of restart where we pick from our last save point, because my game kind of glitched and I wasn't able to talk to him. He was just kind of standing there, and I wasn't able to talk to him. I know I could sell some of these, but I just have to destroy him for the time being because I need to. I need to get some extra slots available for other stuff that we find. So we are going to destroy those two things that we destroyed in the last one, so we can get some room here for this stuff, and then should be good. We need one more slot. Alright. We cleared that slot, and now we should be good to go here. We've finally talked to him here.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic. But you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here.
I mean, I understand that
It
part.
may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Confringo.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out?
Okay, I think I'm gonna like this better than this Incendio. Deals significant damage. That deals damage on impact. Enemies hit with fire-based attacks will continue to take damage for a few seconds.
Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses.
Confringo!
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it.
That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
Interesting.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is
Screw it.
exactly
I'll
the
take
type of
more
magic
spells
I've
like
been
that.
hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like.
I mean, I
And
can
remember,
wield the magic because
keep
that's what
this
my
place
finisher is.
between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
All right, so like I was saying earlier, I get the point of what he was saying. He was like, it should be taught properly, like spells like that, not banned. But the thing is like when something's banned, that means they they probably did try to properly teach it at one point, but then obviously a student or somebody got carried away with it, became evil, started using it on people and whatnot. So I'm sure they tried to teach it properly, but it didn't happen right, and so they just ended up having to ban it. Most of the time, that's how it goes with certain stuff.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Yeah. Get over yourself, buddy.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Might some kind soul help me?
Yeah. Get over yourself. The whole... My dad has a connection. Like, get over yourself, buddy. Alright, let's see what we can do next. Alright, here we go. We have our next main quest here.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldridge Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience. But you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, It's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Alright, so we are finally back. It looks
The
like
room
we
is called the Map Chamber, by the way.
didn't have to walk all the
And
way.
the portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time.
I'm waiting for somebody in this group to turn on me. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on one of them to turn evil.
This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands.
Obviously.
They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Okay.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
Obviously, we wouldn't want anybody to find out. All right. So now we got to meet him at the tower.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare yew-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What are we looking for today?
All right, so we are here at our broom shop in Hogsmeade, and looks like we have some brooms that we can finally buy. I had to sell a couple things in my inventory that I wasn't wearing, so...
That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality.
I like this fiery one. It just looks cool.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
I'm gonna rock with that one for now.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Let's do it.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Sounds good, I guess.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
All right, so we finally bought our first broomstick, and we will continue where we left off here in this one. So we bought it. Now we got to go speak with Imelda at the Quidditch pitch. So we'll do that, and then we'll see if we can complete any other quests, and then we'll go join Professor Fig at the tower. I'm guessing we can kind of go through it, but I want to see if I can unlock as many spells as I can. Obviously, there's some where I have to buy these certain recipes and stuff, but I have to get my money up for that. So as we continue to find different clothing items and whatnot, obviously we need to sell them, make as much money as we can so we can buy these certain stuff to help us out. But in the meantime, we'll talk to Imelda in the next one, as well as we'll probably end up going to the tower as well. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that bell notification as well, so that way you won't miss any other content uploaded to the channel. So I appreciate you all, and until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.